Hey, what's up guys, Mr. Wise here, and welcome to today's video where we're going to be talking about live streaming, and I'm going to talk about 3 most cheapest video card capture cards that you can use for professional live streaming. And oh my word, we've got so much going on this table. Let me just cut to the behind the scenes camera so that you can see what's going on here. So I've got pairs of phones, pairs of capture cards, pairs of small camcorders, pairs of capture cards that side, and a lapel microphone kit. So there's so much going on today. Let's get into the video. So why are we talking about live streaming? Live streaming has become part of us. Through these COVID restrictions, people cannot gather in numbers, and the only way that a person can really address multitude of people in today's era is through live streaming. So people can just get away with live streaming with just their smartphone, like that. They can get away with it. But then for a professional, let's say for example it's a preacher, you can't really just use your smartphone to do live streaming because audio is bad, picture, the autofocus is not really professional. So if you are looking to really address people in a professional way, you need to go professional route as well. So you need to get yourself a capture card, a small camera. You need to get yourself a laptop. Then you can have like a proper professional live streaming. Let's focus on capture cards. Capture cards tend to be a little bit more expensive, like the Atem Mini Pro. That card is really expensive. For a person who is just starting live streaming, that is a stretch. And the other time I was live streaming for a man of God, I was using another capture card called Intensity Shutter. That card is cheaper. It's like 3,000 rands, 3.5, but it is still very expensive. But then I was really researching because I'm doing a class or an online course on live streaming where I talk about everything to do with live streaming from beginner to pro. So through my research, I came across these two guys. This became my favorite capture card. So it's the cheapest card and yet very professional. But be careful though, when you are buying these two, there's 2 versions. That's why I'm not here just putting them to flex. I have 4 of them. I just put these 2 so that I can show you something. When you go in the shop and say you are looking for this capture card, HDMI video capture with loop, both package, they look identical. You see, both packages look identical. In front, they look identical. On this side, they look identical. Only when you put them at the back, that's when you see there's a difference. This other one, it has got audio input, like a 3.5 millimeter jack audio input. So let me just go ahead and unbox it and show you the exact difference. And I'm going to talk about the differences. So when you buy these capture cards, there's nothing really so interesting in the box. It's just the capture card itself. Plus you're gonna see the USB cable, the power cable, and also the USB cable that connects to the computer from the capture card. Those are the things that you're gonna find. Plus, of course, a user manual as well. So that's it. That's the only thing that you're gonna find in the box, because this card, you just plug it to the laptop or to any computer and you are good to go. Side by side, this is how they look. This side, you can see that there is a microphone in on the other card, and then there is also audio out. But the other card, it just takes audio through HDMI and through the USB to the computer. So if you are using a smaller camera like this one, the Legria HF406, which doesn't get in the microphone because this camera has got HDMI, right? But then it doesn't have audio input that you can put on the camera. So it becomes very difficult for you to get like a cleaner audio unless you connect audio directly to the computer. That's where now these 2 cards come to play. So this other capture card, which has got microphone in, you can actually connect your small camera through HDMI to the input, but then audio, you can put it separately to this capture card and you are good to go. This other card that doesn't have microphone input, you have to make sure that the camera that you are using with this card, you can put a microphone into that camera so that the HDMI can take sound into this card, and then through the USB to the computer when you open your live streaming software, it will already have sound when you select sound as this capture card. The other trick when it comes to live streaming is I use vMix for live streaming, and the other tricky part is audio, when you are selecting which audio you have to use. That's why I love this card a lot. Let me now talk about it. So when you buy this card, let me just open it. There is nothing fancy. When you open it, it's just the card itself. It is called Astra. All right, so it's an audio card. If you look properly this side, it has got mic and headphone out, and it has got these buttons here to increase the volume and stuff like that. So nothing really fancy about it, but then it is a very good sound card to use for live streaming, because the moment you plug this one in your computer, the computer recognizes that there's a capture card, there's an audio capture card. So when you even go on your live streaming software, it's easy to select it as audio input. So you can just connect your microphone. You can use pretty much cheapest microphone that you can get is here. It's this lapel mic kit. You know, I did a video on it. Just make sure you check the link down below the like button. So if you land into a situation where your camcorder only uses this audio video cable, it means this capture card will not work. So that's when we come to this capture card. This capture card is really so cheap, and it can do professional live streaming. It's really so cheap. You can see the price here. It's 124 Rand. I don't know how much it's in dollar, just do the conversion. It's very cheap. So when you buy this capture card, right, when you open it, let me just open it for you. When you open it, inside, there isn't really much happening other than you're gonna find a user manual, of course, installation disk. It's been long since I saw the installation disk. And then you're gonna find a cable. This is just an extension of the USB cable. It's just an extension. So the card, you just plug it to the computer, and then the computer will recognize it. You install the software, and then you can connect your AV camera to this capture card, just like that. And also it has S-Video, very small, very portable, you know. And then let me talk about this camera. I did some review on this camera. I found out that these cameras, they're actually very good when it comes to live streaming. I have been using this camera now for some time. It has got a lens already inside. It's a zoom lens. You open it, everything is there. It has got HDMI. It has got AV out. It has got USB. That's where you put your memory card there. But it doesn't just have microphone input. That's why I love this card that has a microphone input. So the microphone I just put to the card, and then I'm good to go. So guys, that's it. If there's any question that you want to ask over the things that I've spoken about, please just do let me know in the comments section below. Otherwise, that's it guys. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much for watching. If you have enjoyed this video, please subscribe and like the video. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next video. Mr. Wise over and out. Peace.